Good morning, all. Just wanted to hop on real quick and give a real-world application and experience video regarding the Drolet Bistro wood cook stove that we are using. And after a year plus of research, we purchased to go inside of our 21-foot, 350 square foot Yurta brand Yurt that we live in full time as of about, I think, maybe even 4 weeks ago today. Yeah, real world application. Just in terms of being able to see some videos out there, because I know I've been super appreciative of all the time that people have spent reviewing things that I have looked to research in the world of esoterica and weirdness that us off-grid people like to see and experience. Anyways, last night was cold. We finally, what are we, December 10th-ish, 11th, 12th, something like that, the 11th. And we finally dipped down in temperature last night, got down to about -10. And so, yeah, the big question a lot of people had for us was, how are you going to stay warm? Like, how was the stove going to do for you and whatnot? So anyways, last night we went to bed with a full wood stove, filled. The firebox was filled and had it up to about 72 degrees, 73 degrees as a central temperature in the yurt. Obviously, over on the far side, away from the fire, would definitely be cooler, and usually tends to be a handful of degrees cooler, and we're up against the side of the wall as well. But anyways, went to bed at about 72 degrees. I woke up, let's be real here, I'm the one feeding the fire in the middle of the night, but woke up at 1:30 a.m. after going to bed at 10 o'clock, and 3.5 hours later, it had already dipped down to the low to, I think it was 51 degrees, 52 degrees maybe in here. So not awful, but definitely chilly, even after 3.5 hours of burn time. Loaded the firebox up nice and full, and ended up not waking up again until it was time to get up, or at least on my own. I did at about 5:40 or so. So 5:40, 5:45. So 4+ hours, nearly 4.5 hours later, it was down to 47, 48 in here. Again, that was a central temperature, with the temperature reading being right here in the middle of the room. A little bit colder, of course, over there against the wall and away from the fire. So chilly, but 2 hours later, even 1 hour later, the fire had brought the space back up to the mid 60s, and now we're sitting at 72 degrees. It has been even hotter here in the center of the room. It is currently -9.6 outside, with not much wind, an occasional breeze. But it's how it ends up going, and how I've been telling people and explaining it is, it stays warm if you're feeding the fire in here. If we, even on a 30-degree day, if we walk away and leave for the day with the full firebox and come back, it'll still probably be mid 50s or so in here. But it's definitely not holding temperature, and thus is the life of a yurt. But that is all right, and that's all part of the plan and what we expected, all part of the expectations. The wood cook stove itself, I can go into more details some other time, but when it's been running this hot and we keep it loaded nice and full, the stove temperature got as hot as 625, which was close to as hot as I've ever seen it. And we've just been running with the airflow chamber completely wide open pretty much all night, to be able to keep up with how much heat needs to be put out. I I did turn it down just a little bit in the middle of the night and dampened it just a touch to see if we could make that fire extend a little bit longer. At this hot of running the oven, no problems getting a rolling boil of water. A lot of times if you're just kind of running a medium fire, it can be difficult to get a rolling boil. Cooking pasta, a lot of times it's like, yeah, you like to start with the yurt a little bit colder, or not even cold, but just not warm already, because you do have to get the oven pumping in order to get the stovetop itself hot enough to be able to do some like hot sautés and rolling boils. Same thing with the oven. If you need to cook something at a high heat, you need to make, pizza at 500, 600 degrees. Don't start with the temperature inside at 70 plus degrees, because it'll only get hotter. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, I think. Again, just kind of wanted to hop on, and we've had the windows, I should say, as well. We've got windows on almost every single panel. You can see the little zipper up there. And same thing, we've got windows all around. I opened the windows this morning, but we had ourselves shut up nice and tight last night to try to be as efficient and insulated as possible. Yeah, like I said, just wanted to kind of give an overview for all the folks that might be looking at the Drolet Bistro, curious about what it's like to heat a yurt, if that's something that you're interested in, because I've had so many good experiences and positive reviews and whatnot, that I've learned from folks that have done similar videos, that have been extremely helpful when looking to purchase things that are not necessarily cheap, and you're wanting to make sure that that you're choosing a comfortable and sufficient item. So let me know in the comments if you've got any questions whatsoever. Still working with our improv kitchen until we build that in. A lot to go here. We just moved in, like I said, about 4 weeks ago, trying to beat winter. Quick view outside. Winter is definitely here. We've got the snow, we've got the cold, but we also have the woodshed full with what was about 18 face cords, 6 full cords of wood with the outhouse. We're already knocking into that with having burn fires for about 4, 5, 6 weeks now. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to some people, and yeah, feel free to leave a comment, question, etc. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.